Now, Saturday sees the first big flat race of the turf season, which is, of course, the William Hill Lincoln at Doncaster. It's a tricky puzzle. They don't get much trickier, actually, throughout the entire season. Luckily, we've got Bruce Jackson here to sort it out for us. Bruce, you've had a look at it this afternoon. You've got the 5 days in today. What's winking at you?
It's still an uncompleted jigsaw, isn't it? Because you got the sort of like, I think we're right with the ground. We know it's going to be sort of decent ground, whatever. Yeah. I think with the forecast. But there's just the corner pieces are the sort of draw, aren't they? So like, you know, do we want to be high? Do we want to be low? We certainly probably don't want to be in the middle. So like,
what do you think we do want to be without being able to guess?
I'd say like last year was all high on probably what's going to be similar ground. They were high numbers that dominated.
Okay.
But as all the experts will tell you, like, you know, where's the pace in the race, all these other things. But yeah, I think, you know, hopefully whatever I'm about to tell you, hopefully if they've got sort of double figure, well, you know, so if they've got 16, 17, 18 to 22 on their sort of draw number, then from me, take it from me that I'm doubling my interest in them. So,
so if they haven't, what would you say? Ignore them or take it easy?
No, I mean I'll just see whether there's enough pace on their side to carry them into their race. But again, you know, there's 22 runner race. If they're drawn to like 10 to 14 sort of thing, then I'll probably go a little bit sort of like against them. Yeah. But if they've got a sort of a rail side draw either side, if on form I think they've got a chance, I'll still back them, and hopefully whichever side's deemed or thought to be the worst side, then you'll get a better price about them.
Okay, so the draw's on Thursday, isn't it?
That's right, yeah, 48 hours. And yeah, so I wouldn't advise anyone to go dipping in yet. So
Prior
no.
Okay, all right then. So which one do you think will come out on top?
Well, so I've narrowed it down. I think the most interesting runner in the race is Marco Botti's new acquisition, Kokoza. Done absolutely nothing wrong in Ireland, sort of. And if you go through the form, I mean, when he won his maiden to like beat things that have, you know, gone on to be group raced horses, like, you know, he's going to be running off a 99 in this race. You know, it's a 4-year-old. You know, it's just there's everything to suggest that could have been absolutely let in here really, really light. Sort of, I say, sort of the third in the race that he won was Quest for Peace. That beat Arctic Cosmos in the Cumberland Lodge. The second, the really nice filly Manieri. That's gone on one Group 2 and a Group 3. So potentially, you know, he could be £10 or more well in, sort of thing.
And he's 12 to 1. So
yeah, he's 12 to 1, which is probably about the right price. Personally, and I don't have a bad record in the Lincoln, I like to have horses that have got, since the all-weather came in, and with Dubai as well, I like horses that are race fit, you know, revved up. I think they've got sort of quite a good record in the race, and they might not be quite good enough, but because they are revved up, they've got a bit of a chance.
Well, Kokoza hasn't.
Exactly, so that's just the one slight negative about it. I think Start Right's the best of the Godolphin from Saib Insura. I think it's very interesting that the big battalion's coming back to start straight away at the start of the season. Going to have more horses than ever, and I think Start Right's been running well over there, sort of similar marks in decent races, and because he's revved up, I think, again, you know, he's about a 12, 14 to 1 chance. You know, he's got a very good chance.
Bridgefield led, City Style grabbed him. Start Right will be late, and City Style will win. City Style beat Bridgefield.
I mean, the horse I'd love to see it. He's Edinburgh Knight of Paul Darcy's. I just, again, he got a little bit touch of class about him, and he ran when I was on the all-weather at Kempton. I mean, it's now sort of 4 months ago, but that was a good listed race, and did everything wrong in the race and still won. First tried a mile for quite a while, but he's won in big fields over 7 furlongs, won a big apprentice handicap at Ascot over 7, which would replicate how the Lincoln's going to be run, and he really enjoyed that. Flat out pace is going to suit him, a long sort of straight's going to suit him. Again, another one hasn't had a run, but I think he'll be very hard to keep out the 3. I think he's about 16 to 1, 14 to 1 is the bigger price of the ones. Those are the 3 that I give a really big chance to.
Edinburgh Knight, Primeval on the near side, far side, Axiom and Castle's in the air. They drive for the line, but it's Edinburgh Knight who's home in front. Edinburgh Knight 1 tight, second Primeval, Castle's in the air.
No mention then of Eaton Forever and Fury, the 2 favourites. Any reason for that?
No, I think again they're both. I want to be against them. I think, you know, Eaton Forever. The one thing going for him is that he's won twice at Doncaster. Obviously caught the eye early last year. In the spring mile, sort of like dotted up in that, dotted up again at the end of the season, but he's off his highest mark. I don't see that much more improvement in him. I think, you know, he's got to find more with these dark horses in the race that could, be sort of black type horses. So I think he's got to improve again. I think he's the wrong price. He shouldn't be that price. He should be double that price. Fury, William Haggis has come out and said, he'd like to see more rain for him. I agree with that. I think, he lost his way towards the end of the last season, having started reasonably well. But I think still, again, rated 98, he's right at the top of where he should be.
OK, so your three against the field then are Carcosa, Start Right and Edinburgh Knight.
Yep, that's right.
And if you get a good draw for any of those three, double your stake.
Exactly. Those are the three I'm waiting to see what they get drawn. If one gets drawn 22 or 22, I'll probably treble my bet. If they get drawn in the 20s, they're definitely worth a bet. But even if they get drawn 1, 2 or 3 or 1 to 6, I'd still have a little go if there's pace that side that will take them along into the race.
Yeah, OK.